Hey, yo. So, bro, today we gotta listen to Pierce the Lungs. He dropped his little tape, Red Light Romance. It's his debut album, I think he said. I never understood how the debut albums work. Like, it's not your first album, right? But like, maybe it's like your first album in the mainstream eyes. I don't fucking know. But whatever, bro. He called it his debut album. So like, this is a big album, right? 7 tracks, 14 minutes. We're gonna see how it sounds, bro. I low-key fuck with Pierce the Lungs, bro. He's an underrated little rapper. You know how it is. He has some couple of cool songs. Not every song, like I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? I don't fuck with all of his songs, but I do see the vision with a lot of them, bro. Right? He has great ideas. I see the potential, bro, for sure. I actually really fuck with this song, Diamonds Turn to Rubies, bro. From the Blood. This shit hard. And yeah, bro. Like we'll see what he sounds like now, bro. Big album. Yeah, what's it called already? Red Light Romance. Let's hear it. First track, well, Red Light Romance. Okay, so we're on. Hold on.
Scratch on my skin, right? Yeah, voice in my eye. This one is so like
Shout out PTL. Shout out PTL. Oh, PTL, Pierce the Lungs. Okay. Nah, this was good. This was like for a first song, this was a great improvement from like the other songs I heard on my first listen, right? This was like more fleshed out, you know. Some good like it had some nice rhythm. Like yeah, it was fleshed out. It sounded like a full song. It had a chorus and all. I fucked with it. Self-produced, I respect that a lot. I don't know, like I'm not a pro when it comes to rock, you know? Rock isn't my main genre. So I don't know if this was like actually recorded with like acoustic instruments, like real drums, real guitars, or if this was recorded on like FL Studio. I couldn't tell you. But either way, that shit was tough. Um, yeah, this was a good little intro, some more rock. I do think the mixing was a bit weird. Like the drums when he wasn't singing, the drums were like hella loud and like they were almost like clipping, right? And then like they came back when and like they got more quiet when he started singing, which I mean is good, but I mean like the difference in volumes was a bit like too much in my opinion. It wasn't bad, but like it was a bit like a there wasn't a transition, right? Um but I think that really comes down to the mixing. I don't know what you could like. I'd maybe make the drums when he's not like singing a bit quieter. Hold on, if we go here, like there they sound loud, and then when you go, yeah, here they're a bit like I'm guessing this is like the chorus. This is like some sort of pre-chorus, verse, whatever. On the chorus, the drums are like I would have made them maybe a bit louder, maybe like just a kick a bit louder or some. And here I would have made them a bit quieter, right? But that's my personal opinion. At the end of the day, like like this is music, right? Like it's all subjective. But I fucked with this. This was like a good improvement. I felt like it was more like fleshed out. I could follow it. You know, I thought that was a good song. Great improvement. Next song, Graveyard Dating. Let's hear it.
Everyone I ever met is died. Everyone I said a passing face to lie. See you in the grave in my head. See you in the grave of me. Never told you nothing. I never told you nothing. I never told you. If I could find my innocence, then I never would have done it. Then I never would have had a burden. If I die, see you again. I never would have. Then I never would have. Then I never would have done it. Then I never would have had a burden. If I die, see you again. Misery until the next kill when I pass. Listen, eternal ignorance. It bothers me. A pain in my eyes. A pain in my eyes. On and on again. Why can't we be friends? Off and on. Why can't we be friends? On and on. Why can't we be friends? Everyone I ever met is died. Everyone I said a passing face to lie. See you in the grave in my head. See you in the grave of me. Never told you nothing. I never told you nothing. I never told you. If I could find my innocence, then I never would have done it. Then I never would have had a burden. If I die, see you again. Then I never would have done it. Then I never would have had a burden. If I die, see you again.
You're self-produced too? Oh nah, this proud Shuno. Shout out Shuno.
On and on again.
Nah, this was nice. This was nice. Like, okay, I'm seeing the vision, bro. I'm seeing the vision. Nah. That okay, no, right? That wasn't okay. Phew, I got scared. I got scared. I played the wrong song. Yeah, that was nice. I see the vision, bro. Like, I'm seeing a lot of improvement compared to like our first reaction. Nice vocals, nice vocals, cool beat. I think really the mixing is like the only thing that could really be improved. Um, feel like I don't know, like the guitars, maybe like you know the like the chords, the guitars. I'm not like I'm not a professional when it comes to this. You know, here it sounds good. It sounds good, fleshed out here, but then like here it sounds quiet, right? The guitars, like I know you want to hear the vocals, and like if you make the guitars too loud, it'll like kind of drown out the vocals. But that's like the whole point of mixing, right? You want to have both the vocals and the guitars be able to like be loud and fill up like the sound and the width, right? While also not drowning each other out, which like takes a lot of work, bro. I can't mix for shit. I've tried mixing vocals, I can't do it at all, bro. I'm right. Uh, so I don't know how it worked, but otherwise, like the vocals, I thought it was pretty catchy, low key. I thought it was pretty catchy. I like if the mixing was better, bro. I could actually see this like low key on like some TikTok sound or I don't fucking know, bro. Like I'd see this be big. The drums were fine. I think the drums were like at a good level in terms of like the sound. It's just the guitars, in my opinion, were a bit like quiet or like they didn't fill up enough space, right? But otherwise, yeah, that was a good song. That's a good song. Next song, "To Love Is to Wilt." All right, let's hear it.
Was enough for you to go and say, hoping stop hurting me up, but you bitch don't even know my name, so I must make it bleed out. Your toxic or your refill, I'm mixing with the pistol. I'll cut you lick it after, as long as you gonna do it back to me. Your toxic or your refill, I'm mixing with the pistol. I'll cut you lick it after, as long as you gonna do it back to me. All the flowers in the garden die.
Hey, hold on.
I can never lie. Your toxic or your refill, I'm mixing with the pistol. I'll cut you lick it after, as long as you gonna do it back to me. Your toxic or your refill, I'm mixing with the pistol. I'll cut you lick it after, as long as you gonna do it back to me.
Hold on, that shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I fucked with that. I fucked with that. Um, yeah, that was catchy. No, 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 no. That was catchy. I feel like the mixing on that song was the best too. I feel like the guitars, like, you could hear them. The drums, you could hear them. The vocals, you could hear them. You could hear everything, and it all took up space. I don't think it was perfect, but it was pretty good. Like this, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This I could definitely hear it in some places, bro. Like I'm not no rock connoisseur. I feel like this sounded like a good rock song. Yeah, I fucked with that. To Love Is to Wilt was actually like, bro, I'm really fucking with this, bro. I'm seeing a lot of improvement, bro. I'm liking this a lot. Anyways, next song, Daisies and Roses, featuring Shuno. Let's hear it. Also produced by Shuno.
Monsters hide inside of my skin. Valentine's fuck, I might stay away for. You stay away because
how is you seeing now?
I promise daisies and roses instead of painted emotions. Commotion, like the commotion feels alright when I sip my potion. I promise daisies and roses instead of painted emotions. Commotion, like the commotion feels alright when I sip my potion.
Let's move. Fucked with it. Shuno was cool. Shuno was cool. Shuno sounded professional. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sounded like Shuno sounded like, like they got it. Like they've been doing this shit for a while. I ain't gonna lie. Like you could hear them clearly and all. Yeah, shout out Shuno. That was cool. Pierce the Lungs, bro. Pierce the Lungs was also nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Pierce the Lungs got it when it comes to like melodies and shit. I feel like on this album, at least, bro, all of the melodies I feel like Pierce the Lung has been really catchy when it comes to the melodies and the cadence and all. It's like I'm hearing like a lot of like nice, catchy, just earworms almost, right? I'm liking this. So yeah, that was a cool song. Next song, Treehouse, produced by we don't know. We don't know. We'll never know. Let's hear it.
This bleeding carpet open. What's
Oh, say on.
doing
Oh,
another shit? What's in my mouth? I'll let you know when I get out. I feel it again, all the bites in my skin. So I'll just go ahead and bleed out. Little son of a bitch, I told my bitch to get rich. Oh, I'm practicing my PC out. See me in all my, I'm looking at cop out. My medicine gun falling asleep so tough. I'm falling so deep now, remember the tree. I'm smoke weed, pop beans and sleep now. See me in all my, I'm looking at cop out. My medicine gun falling asleep so tough. I'm falling so deep now, remember the tree. I'm smoke weed, pop beans and sleep now.
that was smooth, some shorter. I liked it though. That little like chorus towards the end. Na, 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 na. Bro, that shit was smooth, bro. This shit had a bit more like, it was a bit faster paced. It had a bit more energy. I fucked with it. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. One thing about Pierce the Lungs, I feel like he got a good voice for this type of music. Um, at least what it's sounding like to me, it sounds like he got that yelling voice. Not that like he's not yelling, but like yeah, he's kind of yelling in the mic almost, right? Like this more like rah, like this more like suffering type of voice. He has it, but it doesn't seem like he's really forcing it. It sounds like he has it naturally almost. So that's a good thing to have, bro. He just naturally has it. That's great. I feel like it works great for him. Yeah, this was bro. I'm liking this. I'm seeing a lot of improvement, bro. I've already said it before, but like I'm liking this. Next song, Descent into Madness. Let's hear it.
I put the ARP inside of my mouth. I pull the trigger, blow my fucking brains out. Just my hell never helps. Just my hell never helps. I wanna end you. Welcome to my demise. Welcome to you cry when I'm gone. I wanna end you. Welcome to my demise. I wanna see you cry when I'm gone. just never, I'll just never, I'll just never else. I'll just never, I'll just never, I'll just never else.
It's alright. Sounded more like an interlude almost. Um, yeah, it was cool. I mean, like, damn, bro, like I guess it was depressing, like shit, bro. I don't know what to say. Um, Sonically, though, it was cool. Sonically, it was cool. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't like, bro. When it comes to these songs, bro, I never really know what to say, bro. Shout out, I guess. Like, fuck. But yeah, next song, Slow Corruption. Oh, it's also the final song. Let's hear it.
But on paper, no, you left me. I need a chaser, you're escaping. Off the walls, you drove me crazy. Finally, your time is on your mind. See goodbye. Override your heart until your brain is off your eye. But on paper, no, you left me. I need a chaser, you're escaping. Off the walls, you drove me crazy. Finally, your time is on your mind. See goodbye. Override your heart until your brain is off your
Like, this is what I mean, bro. This is what I mean. Like, bro, why were the guitars so quiet, bro? Like, like I feel like if you made the guitars just a bit louder, this would have been my favorite. Like that was actually tough, bro. That shit was actually tough. A bit more faster paced. I like his vocals. The guitars were cool. They're just quiet in my opinion. So were like I feel like the whole song was almost a bit quiet. I could have had it louder. Um, but otherwise, yeah, cool tape. Honestly, cool tape. Good improvement. Um, I feel like his sound was more like, more like concrete. It sounded like, he had a bit more of like he had a vision, right? Like this sounded like an actual project almost. With like all the one consistent sound, And like although I'm saying one consistent sound, like there were different vibes, but it still followed this, it followed one like one direction. It wasn't all over the place, right? It was more focused, which I appreciate, all the songs also seem to be more focused. Um, you know, good structure, really cool, like cool melodies, bro. I don't know if you call them flows when it comes to rock, but like cool melodies, um, nice beats. I feel like the mixing was like the only drawback on a few of these songs, but otherwise, I'm seeing the potential, bro. I'm seeing a lot of potential. Good improvement. Like, look, listen to like this is one of his most popular songs, whatever. I lost my spine. Like that shit But like, bro, that mixing here, the mixing is fried, right? Like, it doesn't sound horrible. Like, I see the vision, right? The melody's not bad, but it sounds fried, right? Diamonds Turn to Ruby, I like it. I like, but like, this is some trained ear shit. This is some trained ear shit, bro.
Glisten down your body, baby. I'll make it a butter.
I will kill you when the sun's right. Your blood on a rosary. I'll bury you in the moonlight. Glisten down your body, baby. baby, I'll make it a butter. Not because I hate you, but if you cannot be mine, nobody will tell you. I'll take pictures of your spine.
Okay, low key, like I got my ears trained for this song, but like I don't know. I remember at least on my first listen, this sounded like it sounded almost not all over the place, but it sounded like, you know, with the sample playing in the background at the same time as the vocals, the mixing being a bit off, like the fucking whole melody or beat popping up a bunch of times randomly. Like, you know, it didn't sound like it sounded good, bro. I listened to it from time to time, but it didn't sound like as as focused, as cohesive as the songs on Red Light Romance, you know? Um, so yeah, this was nice. This was nice. Favorite song was probably I fucked with Graveyard Dating. I also fucked with what was it?
This bleeding puppet of pain.
Slow Corruption was fucking tough, bro. Slow Corruption was fucking tough. Graveyard Dating was tough.
In the grave in my head, see you in the grave of me, never told you. So I might slay.
To Love is to Wilt. I think To Love is to Wilt was my favorite song. Forgot about it, but that shit was hard. But yeah, nice improvement. I'm like you know, steady, slowly improvement is what's needed. You know, you got time, hopefully, right? um, and yeah, yeah, I'm excited to see like where you go from here. You know, you just push your shit out, keep on making good music, keep on improving, and at one point, like it's just gonna work out, right? You can get like you can end up blowing up somehow, some way. Like that one song that you made 5 years ago is gonna end up going viral for no reason, and you know, you're just gonna like you can make it, bro. I believe in you. Shout out Pierce the Lungs. Cool tape, cool tape. Not my like I don't listen to rock that much, right? But I do see the vision. I thought it sounded pretty nice. Underrated artist, and yeah, bro. Shout out Pierce the Lungs. Anyways, that's really it though. Yeah, shout out Pierce the Lungs, and I'm for the stream tonight. I might, not 100% sure, but like I might. Um, just like you know, because bro, I be playing video games sometimes, and like whatever, I just play them like just like that. So why not like stream? Maybe get like some people in the chat. Make myself look like a fool and shit, bro. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, see you.